What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, November 2nd, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. A Canadian actress has filed a lawsuit against Harvey Weinstein and his former assistant for a sexual assault that allegedly occurred in 2000, according to reports. The actress, who is referred only as Jane Doe in court documents, said that she was an actress in a Weinstein-produced movie being filmed in Toronto at the time of the assault. According to the lawsuit, Weinstein's then assistant Barbara Weiss, who is now the executive at the Weinstein Company, told Doe that Weinstein wanted to have a business meeting with the actress in his hotel suite and assured her that there was a boardroom there. But when Doe got to the suite, there was no boardroom, and once Weiss left the two alone, he propositioned her. The statement of claim reported the National Post. He told Doe that he made various famous actresses' careers and can make Doe's career as well. He said words to the effect of, "I do think you are a very talented young girl, but the best thing you could do for your career." He then gestured and looked at his penis. After Doe refused, she said Weinstein forcefully performed oral sex on her without her consent. Doe is suing Weinstein for $4 million. The Walt Disney Company, which owned Weinstein's Miramax production company at the time, for $4 million, and Shani Weiss, who she accuses of facilitating the assault, reported the Toronto Star for $2 million. Filmmaker Brett Ratner is facing sexual harassment and misconduct accusations from 6 actresses, including Olivia Munn and Natasha Henstridge. The group of women, which also includes actresses Jamie Ray Newman, Catherine Town, Eric Sasaki, and Jarena King, shared their experiences dealing with Ratner in a piece published by the Los Angeles Times on Wednesday. The women state that Ratner's sexual misconduct occurred inside private homes, at Hollywood events, and on movie sets, including the director's 2001 action comedy Rush Hour 2. None of the allegations were reported to the police. Henstridge said, "He strong-armed me in a real way. He physically forced himself on me," and explained that Ratner forced her to perform oral sex on him in the 1990s after a get-together with friends had ended. Henstridge says that she fell asleep, and when she awoke, the other guests had left while Ratner blocked the exit and began touching himself. Henstridge said, "At some point I gave in, and he did his thing." Henstridge stated that she felt compelled to come forward with her story as women in Hollywood have continued to speak out about their experiences with sexual harassment from the likes of producers Harvey Weinstein and director James Tallback in recent weeks. Munn stated that Ratner masturbated in front of her on the set of the 2004 film After the Sunset when Munn delivered a meal to his trailer. The incident was detailed in the Newsroom Star's 2010 collection of essays, which was filed by Ratner, stating in 2011 that he shared an intimate relationship with Munn. Ratner would later apologize on the Howard Stern show, stating that he was lying about having sex with Munn. Munn says, "It feels as if I keep going against the same bully at school who just won't quit. You just hope that enough people believe the truth and for enough time to pass so that you can't be connected to him anymore." Ratner, who is also a producer and has worked on a number of hit films, including X-Men: The Last Stand, The Revenant, and Horrible Bosses, has denied all the claims of sexual harassment and misconduct through his attorney Martin Singer. Singer said in a 10-page letter to the Los Angeles Times, "I have represented Mr. Ratner for 2 decades, and no woman has ever made a claim against him for sexual misconduct or sexual harassment. Furthermore, no woman has ever requested or received any financial settlement from my client." Ratner is a partner at the Rat Pack Dune Entertainment production company, which has worked on a number of films with Warner Bros., including Wonder Woman. When asked about the allegations by The Hollywood Reporter, Warner Bros. Stated that they are reviewing the situation. Actor and producer Jeremy Piven unequivocally denies groping a former Playboy model. The 52-year-old Entourage alum issued a statement through his publicist Tuesday after Ariane Bellamar alleged Piven forcefully fondled her on 2 occasions. Piven said, "I unequivocally deny the appalling allegations being peddled about me. It did not happen." He added, "It takes a great deal of courage for victims to come forward with their histories, and my hope is that the allegations about me that didn't happen do not detract from stories that should be heard." Bellamar accused Piven in a series of tweets Monday of groping her on the set of Entourage and at the Playboy Mansion. The model wrote, "Hey, at Jeremy Piven, remember when you cornered me in your trailer on the hashtag Entourage set? Remember grabbing my boobies on the couch without asking? Remember when I tried to leave, you grabbed me by the ass, looked at yourself in the mirror, and said, what a beautiful couple we make, hashtag me too." She added, "Jeremy Piven on 2 occasions courted me and forcefully fondled my breasts and bum, once at the mansion and once on set, hashtag me too," had Ariane Bellamar at CNN, tagging Piven's former co-star Ariane Bellamar. HBO, which aired Entourage from 2004 to 2011, issued a statement Tuesday in the wake of Bellamar's allegations. The network said, "Today, via the press reports, is the first we hear about Ariane Bellamar's allegations concerning Jeremy Piven. Everyone at HBO and our productions is aware of that zero tolerance for sexual harassment is our policy. Anyone experiencing an unsafe working environment has several avenues for making complaints that we take very seriously." CBS, which broadcast Piven's show, Wisdom of the Crowd, also responded, telling Deadline that the network is, quote, aware of the media reports and is looking into the matter. Walt Disney Studios tweeted the name and photos of the voice cast members of its upcoming remake of The Lion King on Wednesday. In addition to the previously announced Donald Glover as Simba and James Earl Jones as Mufasa, the tweet also revealed Beyonce will play Nala, Bill Eichner will depict Timon, and Seth Rogen will play Pumbaa. The ensemble will also include Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar, Alfred Woodward as Sarabi, John Oliver as Zazu, John Connie as Rafiki, and Keegan-Michael Key as Kamari. The set for theatrical release in 2019, the photorealistic animated movie is being directed by Jon Favreau, who previously helmed the studio's blockbuster The Jungle Book. The new version of The Lion King will include songs from the 1994 cartoon classic on which it was based on. MGM has announced that their upcoming boxing sequel, Creed 2, will arrive in theaters on November 21st, 2018. The film, which will bring back stars Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone, received its release date Tuesday as MGM announced a new joint venture with Annapurna Pictures to distribute films theatrically in the United States, Heroic Hollywood reported. The joint venture will see MGM and Annapurna share fundings while still retaining creative control over their individual projects, Collider reported. The two studios have also formed Mirror to pursue theatrical release opportunities with third-party films. Creed, released in November 2015, centers around Adonis Creed, played by Jordan, the son of Rocky series regular Apollo Creed, who enters the boxing world by training with Stallone, who reprises his role as Rocky Balboa. The film, from director Ryan Coogler, based on the script he co-wrote with Aaron Covington, earned $173 million worldwide. Stallone was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and won the Golden Globe in the same category for his return as Rocky. Stallone announced in October that he will be producing and directing Creed 2. The actor wrote the screenplays for all 6 Rocky films and directed Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and Rocky 4, which featured the death of Apollo at the hands of boxer Ivan Drago and Rocky Balboa. Jim Parsons, Matt Bomer, and Zachary Quinto are to head up the star-studded Broadway debut of Matt Crowley's 1968 comic drama, The Boys in the Band. The ensemble will also include Andrew Rannells, Robin DeJesus, Brian Hutchinson, Michael Benjamin Washington, and Tuck Watson. Joe Mantello is to direct the strictly limited 15-week engagement, which is scheduled to play April 30th through August 12th. Ryan Murphy and Dave Stone are producing the play, which centers on a group of gay men who gather in a New York City apartment for a friend's birthday, a press release noted. After the drinks are poured and the music turns up, the evening slowly exposes the fault lines beneath their friendships and the self-inflicted heartache that threatens their solidarity. Murphy said in a statement Wednesday, the significance of the boys in the band cannot be underestimated. In 1968, Mark Crowley made theatrical history by giving voice to gay men on stage in this uncompromising, blistering, honest, and wickedly funny play. The play was groundbreaking in its exploration of how gay men treat each other and how they were made to feel about themselves. And while some attitudes have thankfully shifted, it's important to be reminded of what we have overcome and how much further we still have to go. American Crime Story will return to FX in January. The network announced in a tweet Wednesday that the anthology series' second season, American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, will debut on January 17th. The show's official Twitter account wrote, "The date is set. The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, premieres January 17th on at Netflix, #ACS Versace. Versace will examine the 1997 murder of Italian fashion designer Gianni Versace. The Versace founder was shot to death on the steps of his Miami Beach mansion by serial killer Andrew Cunanan, who killed himself days later. Edgar Ramirez will play Versace, with Darren Criss as Cunanan, and Penelope Cruz as Versace's sister, Donatella Versace. Ricky Martin and Max Greenfield co-star as Versace's boyfriend, Antonio D'Amico, and brother Santino Versace. FX released a tease this month of Cruz as Donatella kissing the steps of Versace's mansion before entering the property. Cruz said in the October issue of Interview that she was surprised when executive producer Ryan Murphy approached her with the role. The actress told the magazine, "I had a few questions about how he was going to handle her portrayal, but he's so classy and he's very respectful to people." She explained, "This is a delicate story because I'm playing someone who is alive, someone who lost her brother in a horrible way, and someone who still misses him very much 20 years later. I was not used to the rhythm of doing television." Bette Midler says the Hocus Pocus TV remake would be a cheap film. The 71-year-old actress who played Winnie Sanderson in the original 1993 movie spoke out Monday in an interview with People following news that the Disney Channel is producing a reimagining of the film. Midler told the magazine, while hosting the New York's Restoration Project's Halloween party, "I know it's cheap, it's going to be cheap." She added, "I'm not sure what they're going to do with my character. My character is very, very broad, and I don't know who they're going to find to play that." The Disney Channel confirmed plans in September to remake the comedy horror movie. The Royals writer Scarlett Lacey will pen the script, with original producer David Kirshner as executive producer. Midler co-stars Kathy Najimy and Sarah Jessica Parker, and original director Kenny Ortega won't be involved with the new film. Deadline reported the movie will instead feature a new cast, which has yet to be announced. Gunpowder, the three-part thriller about the historical events that culminated with the creation of Guy Fawkes Day, is scheduled to debut on HBO this December. Starring Kit Harington and Liv Tyler, the 17th Century Set miniseries will air December 18th through the 20th in the United States. Also featuring Peter Mullen and Mark Gatiss, the program was broadcast last month on the BBC in Britain. Carrie Anthony Hollis, the president of HBO miniseries and Cinemax programming, said in a statement, "We're delighted to offer a platform for a project that is so close to Kit Harington's heart. Kit's passion for and belief in gunpowder are evident in every frame of the miniseries." Harington, who is also the producer of the project, says 3 years ago, "Daniel West and I began and conceived developing Gunpowder with Kudos and Ronan Bennett. We are now thrilled to share this unique story with the U.S. audience. I can't think of a better place to do that than my home at HBO." Harington is best known for his work on HBO Game of Thrones, while Tyler recently starred in the cable network's series The Leftovers. Season 2 of Man with a Plan starring Matt LeBlanc is scheduled to premiere November 13th at 8:30 p.m., CBS announced Wednesday. The freshman sitcom 9JKL, led by Mark Feuerstein, is to move to 9:30 on November 6th. The time slot was previously occupied this season by Me, Myself, and IA. Big Bang Theory Pete will air at 8:30 p.m. on November 6th. The network said in a press release about the show, which stars Bobby Moynihan, John Larroquette, and Jack Dylan Grazer, Me, Myself, and I will return to the schedule at a later date. TVLine.com said the series will remain in production, fulfilling its initial 13-episode order despite the low ratings of its first 6 episodes. Wendy Williams says fainting on air was a, quote, really scary experience. The 53-year-old television personality updated fans on Wednesday's episode of The Wendy Williams Show after passing out on live television on Tuesday. Williams was celebrating Halloween on her series when she fainted. Williams asserted a lot of people thought this was a joke, me fainting on my set. No, this was not a joke. I don't do stunts and jokes for you like that. I don't need that. She recalled, "We were 48 minutes into our show and I was being briefed by one of my producers. I felt as if she was talking to me. All I heard was blah, 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 blah. All I'm thinking is, Wendy, oh my gosh." The star said the crew brought out the clear plexiglass podium you saw. I'm like, all right, Wendy, well, at last you're wearing flats and you're holding on to this, and there are only 12 minutes only 12 more minutes of the show. You can do it, girl. Williams, who was dressed as the Statue of Liberty at the time of the incident, said that she felt hot, dizzy, and weird before she collapsed. She teared up as she recounted her fall to the ground. The star confessed, "It was really scary. It was very scary. All I could think of in the middle of the scare was, don't pull the podium over on you, because that will make it worse." Williams returned to finish her show Tuesday despite the scare. She explained at the time that she had overheated in her costume. Teresa Giudice says actress Sofia Vergara was very rude to her at a recent photo op. The 45-year-old Real Housewives of New Jersey star explained in an interview with Us Weekly published Tuesday why she slammed Vergara earlier in the week. Giudice says, "I was disappointed and hurt in the way she treated me," claiming Vergara made a snide remark at the photo op. After the picture was taken, she said to her assistant or publicist, loud enough for me to hear, "Why did you make me take a picture with that woman?" I found it to be very rude and condescending, given the fact that I had just met her and I wasn't the one asking for the photo. I figured that because we both share very humble beginnings with families that emigrated to this country, she would have more humility. Giudice previously addressed the alleged incident at the Getting Real with the Housewives panel Sunday in UNICEF, Connecticut. She brought up Vergara after an audience member asked her about her best and worst encounters with celebrities. The television personality said of Vergara, as seen in a video obtained by TMZ, "She didn't want to take a picture with me. She declared, 'Oh, I can't stand her. Sorry, I hate to say that because I'm Italian. She's Colombian. She has an accent. She has more of an accent than me. You would think she would be nice. No, she's an immigrant. No, I'm just saying she should be nice.' The star confessed, 'I wanted to say, I don't want to take a picture with you.' Vergara has yet to address the alleged encounter. Prince Harry says he will always look up to late mom Princess Diana. The 33-year-old British royal lauded his mother, who died at the age of 36 in 1997, while attending the Obama Foundation summit with former First Lady Michelle Obama on Tuesday. Prince Harry said in a conversation with Ariel Investments president Melody Hobson that his military experience and Princess Diana inspired his passion for giving back. He also explains why he thinks his mom was called the People's Princess. The prince said, "I think she had a lot in common with everybody, but also she certainly listened in a very, very short space of time. In society, we suffer from this illusion of this reality where some problems get so big that nobody wants to get involved. She was the one that changed that." He also added, "I always looked up to her as being my ideal role model." Prince Harry and Obama surprised students at the Hyde Park Academy in Chicago, Illinois, ahead of the summit. Kensington Palace said that the high school is located across from the future site of the Obama Presidential Center. The former First Lady captioned a slideshow of photos on Instagram. "Thanks to my friend Prince Harry for joining me today to surprise these remarkable students at the Hyde Park Academy on the South Side. We were blown away by their passion, ambition, and talent. Hashtag reach higher. Hashtag Obama Summit." Prince Harry and Obama have previously collaborated on other causes, including the Invictus Games. Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown rapped about the first season of Netflix's hit Supernatural series Tuesday on The Tonight Show. Joined by host Jimmy Fallon, who worked as Brown's hype man, the actress donned a pair of sunglasses and rapped about key moments from Stranger Things Season 1 to prepare fans for the newly released Season 2. Brown started, "Let's go back to Indiana circa 1983, just four boys in the basement chilling playing D&D," before getting into the show's characters, including her own, the powerful 11. She continued, "There was Lucas, there was Willie Will, and Dustin, there was Mike, but one night Will goes missing while he's riding his bike. Yikes, that's when they met me, Elf, and I have no hair on my head. I have been so close to dead, courtesy of Dr. Brenner, who's hunting me 24/7. And Brown also rapped, "All I need is my Eggo waffles. I'm in love with those. What I'm left with when I use my power is a bloody nose. Bad news when you see that bloody nose. Bad news when you see that bloody nose." Fallon Brown then ended the performance by throwing Eggo waffles, 11's favorite snack, into the live audience. Brown previously made headlines in September 2016 for rapping Nicki Minaj's version of Monster on The Tonight Show. Celebrities such as Taylor Swift, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Ryan Seacrest have shared their thoughts on social media concerning Tuesday's terror attack in New York City. The incident, which officials have called the deadliest terrorist attack since September 11th, involved a man identified as Safiyuko Sapuva using a rented pickup truck to run over bicyclists and pedestrians in the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan before crashing into the back of a school bus. 8 people have died with about a dozen injured. Sapov was shot by a New York City police officer and arrested. So Swift wrote on her Instagram story with a broken heart emoji, "I love you, New York," alongside a photo of the sunset setting on the city. Miranda shared, "MY, I love you so much. You are strong and full of everyday heroes, and I love you. We'll get through today and tomorrow and the next one." Seacrest commented, "My heart goes out to those who have lost loved ones today in New York City. Such a coward act." Singer and Broadway star Josh Groban, meanwhile, noted how close he was to where the attack took place. Groban wrote as part of a series of tweets, "I hope everyone's okay. It was half a block from me. Didn't see it, but heard 8 to 10 quick round fires off. Be safe with your kids out there." He continued, "I'm shaking. That's the coroner. I was supposed to have my coffee, but my dog pulled me into the park half a block away 10 minutes before the shooting." Groban said, "Devastated for the victims and their families tonight, inspired by the spirit of the city, sirens and tracks and treaters everywhere." South Korean boy band BTS has teamed up with UNICEF for an anti-violence campaign. The K-pop group will support the organization's #EndViolence initiative by launching and sponsoring the Love Myself campaign, according to the Love Myself website. The #EndViolence initiative aims to protect children at home, in school, and in the communities. Love Myself, a play on BTS's album Love Yourself Her, also seeks to prevent violence against children and teens. Billboard reports that BTS and its agency, Big Hit Entertainment, have pledged to donate nearly $450,000 over the next 2 years. The band will also give 3% of its Love Yourself Her physical album sales, as well as all income from sales of official Love Myself goods. BTS celebrated the collaboration by posting photos Tuesday on Twitter. The K-pop stars used Love Yourself in the captions. Selena Gomez has been deemed the 2017 Woman of the Year by Billboard for inspiring, quote, young women everywhere. The singer will be presented with the award at the annual Women in Music Dinner and Awards Gala November 30th at the Ray Dolby Ballroom in Los Angeles. Gomez joins a list of past winners that includes Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Pink, Fergie, and last year's winner Madonna. Billboard Media Group President John Amato said in a statement, "Not only is Selena soaring on the charts, but she continuously inspires young women everywhere to be authentic, give back, and not to be afraid to use their voice." He also continued by saying she's never afraid to speak her mind and has used her platform to advocate for the needs of others. We're thrilled to be able to honor her as our Woman of the Year. Gomez tweeted thank you to the Billboard following the announcement. The Women in Music event, which also honors the most powerful female executives in the industry, will be hosting for the first time a red carpet pre-show that will be broadcast live on Twitter on November 30th from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Recently, Gomez made headlines following reports that the pop star had split from The Weeknd after dating for almost 10 months. And finally, here are the top 10 songs in the Billboard Hot 100 single charts for the week of November 11th. Number 10, Ed Sheeran with Perfect. Number 9, Sam Smith with Too Good at Goodbyes. Number 8, J Balvin and Willie Williams featuring Beyonce with Mi Gente. Number 7, Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug with Havana. Number 6, Demi Lovato with Sorry Not Sorry. Number 5, Imagine Dragons with Thunder. Number 4, Portugal the Man with Feel It Still. Number 3, Logic featuring Lisa Cara and Khalid with 1-800-273-8255. Number 2, Cardi B with Bodak Yellow, Money Moves. And the number 1 song in the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of November 11th, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage with Rockstar. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, November 2nd, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on all social media platforms, Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.